This is what a Ruger Mark III Hunter looks like after you've taken it apart about 6 times and tried to install a Volquartsen sear and the trigger won't work. And you've reached your limit. And then you discover a bent sear pin. Now this happened several years ago when I wailed on this gun when it was fully assembled, and I wailed on it with a small hand sledge. So it was bent in place and it worked perfectly till I took this pin out and then put it back in, and didn't put it back in exactly the way it was when it was bent in place. Very, very frustrating. But I got it. Got another one on order. I'm gonna get it. Alright y'all, this is probably the most abused pistol on the face of the planet. This has been my guinea pig in learning how to fool with these things, and I have beat the ever-living hell out of this. And it's been a great gun. But it had a 3.5 pound trigger. I took it apart. I wanted to put a Volquartsen trigger in it, which I did, and I polished the face of the hammer. And I ended up with a 1 pound trigger, and I thought you might get a kick out of seeing what a 1 pound trigger sounds like. Now this is not for accuracy. You'll never see that on this channel unless it's with one of my deer rifles, but I'm going to shoot it on about 25 feet away from the target, and let's see how fast I can empty this thing. And right off the bat, I run into trouble. Alright y'all, this is probably the most abused pistol on the face of the planet. I use it as a guinea pig, and I have beat the hell out of this pistol. It had a 3.5 pound trigger on it. I took the hammer out, polished the face of it, put a Volquartsen trigger in here, and what I ended up with was a trigger that really is a little bit too light, but I thought you might get a kick out of listening to it. So this is not for accuracy. You're never going to get accuracy on this channel, and you're always going to have some kind of a frickin' malfunction. Bastard. Bastard. Alright y'all, if you stuck around this far, here's where we stand. This would not take the Volquartsen sear. I would imagine there's 1,000 pieces in this thing. They're slightly out of sync that caused it not to want to accept it. And so I kept on trying to find out what the problem was. I took another 2245 and I took started with the mainspring housing and took it out. Swapped it out in this gun. Put it back together, tried to shoot it, same problem. took the mainspring housing back out, put it in the other gun, moved on to the hammer and the hammer strut, took it out of another gun, put it in this gun, same problem, took it back out, swapped it around. To make a long story short, worked my way down to the sear. I put the original sear that was in here back in here. I now have a 3-pound sear or 3-pound trigger, and it works perfectly, and I intend on leaving it that way. But I had to have a way of finishing this senseless video to keep you abreast. Maybe someone that likes to fool with these will get something out of it. But it has a 10-round mag. It'll fire all 10 of them, and I'm fixing to show you that right now. All right, now that I'm not even gonna bother showing you. There's only 2 hits on the target. The rest of them are just underneath the target, and that's my shaking and not the sights, because I sighted this in on a rest. But just wanted to keep you abreast of what was going on with this damn thing. I won't be fooling with the sear on this anymore. But I like the gun because we've got a history, and so wanted to let everybody know what was going on with it. But I appreciate y'all watching as always. Catch you later. Bye.